देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, text chapter 8, text 21. तथा मनुर्वो भगवान् पितामहो तथा मनुर्वो भगवान् पितामहो यमेकमत्या पुरुदक्षिणैर्मखे इष्ट्वाभिपेदे दुर्वापम् अन्यतो इष्ट्वाभिपेदे दुर्वापमन्यतो भौमं सुखं दिव्यमथापवर्ग्यम् भौमं सुखं दिव्यमथापवर्ग्यम् तथा मनुर्वो भगवान् पितामहो यमेकमत्या पुरुदक्षिणैर्मखे इष्ट्वाभिपेदे दुर्वापमन्यतो भौमं सुखं दिव्यमथापवर्ग्यम् तथा मनुर्वो भगवान् पितामहो यमेकमत्या पुरुदक्षिणैर्मखे इष्ट्वाभिपेदे दुर्वापमन्यतो भौमं सुखं दिव्यमथापवर्ग्यम्
तथा मनुर्वो भगवान् पितामहो यमेकमत्या पुरुदक्षिणैर्मखे इष्ट्वाभिपेदे दुर्वापमन्यतो भौमं सुखं दिव्यमथापवर्ग्यम्
तथा मनुर्वो भगवान् पितामहो यमेकमत्या पुरुदक्षिणैर्मखे इष्ट्वाभिपेदे दुर्वापमन्यतो भौमं सुखं दिव्यमथापवर्ग्यम्
तथा मनुर्वो भगवान् पितामहो यमेकमत्या पुरुदक्षिणैर्मखे इष्ट्वाभिपेदे दुर्वापमन्यतो भौमं सुखं दिव्यमथापवर्ग्यम्
Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Suniti informed her son, "Your grandfather Swayambhuva Manu executed great sacrifices with distribution of charity, and thereby, with unflinching faith and devotion, he worshipped and satisfied the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By acting in that way, he achieved the greatest success in material happiness, and afterwards he achieved liberation, which is impossible to obtain by worshipping the demigods. The success of one's life is measured by one's material happiness in this life and liberation in the next. Such success can be achieved only by the grace of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The words Ekamatya means concentrating one's mind on the Lord without deviation. This process of undeviating worship of the Supreme Lord is also expressed in Bhagavad Gita as Ananya Bhak. That which is impossible to obtain from any other source is also mentioned here. Other source refers to worship of demigods. It is especially stressed here that the opulence of Manu was due to his undeviating faithfulness in the transcendental service of the Lord. One who diverts his mind to worship many demigods to obtain material happiness is considered bereft of intelligence. If anyone wants even material happiness, he can worship the Supreme Lord without deviation. And persons who are desirous of liberation can also worship the Supreme Lord and achieve their goal of life. So Suniti here is continuing her motivational speech in order to restore Dhruva's confidence. So now, if Dhruva may ask that my great-grandfather Brahma, he performed severe tapasyas, austerities. But what if a person cannot do that? What if a person cannot do that? That means he will not achieve perfection. He will not have his goal, desired goal fulfilled or goal achieved. The question may come. If this question Dhruva puts, in order to nullify that question, say, don't worry. I gave the example of your great-grandfather who performed tapasya. But now I will tell you about your Pitamaha, about your grandfather, who did not go to jungle, who did not perform severe tapasya. What did he do? He simply executed great sacrifices. In that sacrifice, in execution of those sacrifices, he distributed a lot of charity. And thereby, with unflinching faith and devotion, he worshipped and satisfied the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this is another way to achieve the Lord's mercy. So now if Dhruva thinks, okay, this sounds good, why not go for this path? If Dhruva thinks that, let me also perform sacrifices and distribute huge amount of charity, so I will also achieve that perfection. So I will answer this question. Why did Dhruva go to jungle when this option also there? Why he became like Brahma rather than becoming that like Swayambhuva Manu? How will you answer this question? So this is how you have to. तब इसमें मजा आता है. So simply reading नींद आ जाएगा. But initially you should read. Once you should finish from beginning to end, and then first is reading, second is studying. I read Bhagavatam. I am studying Bhagavatam. सुनने में कैसे लगता है, पर there is a gulf difference. So when you study Bhagavatam, this is how from different angles you have to see the verse by putting question and answers. So now why did Dhruva did not accept the path adopted by Swayambhuva Manu Rather like great grandfather Brahma, he went to jungle and performed tapasya.
Everyone as per their capacity they have to perform devotional activities.
So this is general, but in specific to this scenario,
Maybe he wanted to do a lot of austerities, then he was directly sacrificed.
who would like to do sacrifice? So who would like to do austerity? And that also at the age of 5 years old. If he's a grown up adult person, then you can understand. But a small boy of 5 years of age, who like to go to jungle first of all? Forget doing austerities. Going to jungle itself is so risky, so fearful. And what to speak of performing austerities there? Why did Dhruva select that path, the toughest path? There are two things. This is one is, first of all, to perform those sacrifices and all, to give charity. What does Dhruva have? What does Dhruva have? Is he considered a prince? Would his father give him that money? Or even if father desired to give, would Suruchi allow for that? Would Suruchi allow for that act to take place? For Maharaj Uttanapath to give as much amount as money you want, please my dear son, perform great sacrifices and do huge charities. Should have never. Because she was trying to save all her money, everything for her own son Uttama. That is one reason. So how can do that? As you said, as per one's capacity. So Dhruva's capacity was not there. And second thing, what is not there? See, whether you have capacity or don't have capacity, that is external. What is more important? Whether one has capacity or not does not matter. What matters? What is Lord pleased by? Duryodhana, he prepared Chappan Bhog. And Vidura, Ruki Sag, Vidurgar Khayo. So what is the difference? Did Vidura have all that facilities? Did he have wealth? No. But what did he have? Love and devotion. Patram Pushpam Phalam Tvayam. That is not important. Patram Pushpam Phalam is not important. What is important? Yome Bhaktya Prayaschati. So therefore, the second part says that he did everything, but thereby with unflinching faith and devotion. So does he have that unflinching faith and devotion? वो भी नहीं है. Did Dhruva have unflinching faith and devotion? Devotion नहीं है, faith भी नहीं है. Unflinching तो बहुत दूर की बात है. So therefore, what remains? What is easy to achieve or easy to do? It is difficult, austerity is difficult, but compared to both, what is in his control? What is in his hands? Not the money, not the bank balance, but to do austerities. So therefore he selected to do austerities because he neither has money to do that sacrifices and to give charity, neither he has that unflinching faith and devotion. Does not have. So what he will do? But desire is strong. What desire? A revengeful desire. To take revenge, the desire is very strong. And what is actually revenge? Understand. What is revenge? There are two levels of revenge. Or you can say three levels. There are three levels of revenge. Three types of revenge you can say. One is destroy others. Again, destroy what others have. That is revenge. Badla. Second type of revenge is what? achieve what he has. And third level of revenge is achieve more than what he has. पहला क्या है? You got to achieve, so destroy. Second level is at least achieve equal to him so that you also come to that level. And third level is achieve more. So in which category does Dhruva fit into? First, second or third? Because he wanted kingdom greater than his great grandfather Brahma. He wanted that kingdom. Not equal to, not to destroy also. Because he can't. तेरे से आकर दिखाएगा मुझे. That is revenge. So that was a revengeful mood. So where is the question of devotion? Where is the question of devotion? Where is the question of faith? He does not even know the Supreme Lord. So how to speak of faith? So therefore, Dhruva selected to go to forest. Why? First of all, no facilities. Second, no devotion. क्या करेगा? Morality is, राधा गोविंद प्रभु बोलते, morality is what? Lack of opportunity. You don't have opportunity, then what happens? There is like somebody does not have food. He eats up Jhunka Bhakri. What is your favorite item? Jhunka Bhakri. I love Jhunka Bhakri. Why? Because I don't have any other thing to eat apart from that. So that becomes my favorite. I didn't get a chance to go to US, so therefore Bharat Mata ki Jai. I become देशभक्त. क्यों यार यूएस आता है? नहीं इंडिया छोड़ के जाने का नहीं. चांस मिला तो? चांस नहीं मिला करके देशभक्ति. So Dhruva's condition is like that. So therefore Sunidhi is telling, he's giving one more example. See, you have to give options. You have to present a wide spectrum, a range. When you go to sari shop or any clothes shop, any purchasing, what does he do? Does he just एक चीज? Shopping नहीं होगा. He'll just throw a range of things. Tack. कौन सा चाहिए बोल? Because I went to Kanchipuram before installation for deities dresses के लिए. They put so many clothes that you are confused. अरे बाबा रुक जाओ. They just throw fat. They will open the saris. The silk saris, they open it, they open like thap. You are confused. So many saris. So they will present the whole range of colors, designs, patterns and rates, which is our consideration. We may have 100 things, 100 choices, but ultimately all our choices are defeated by what? By the rate. You may like something, some design, some pattern, some color, but फिर immediately जब पसंद आता है, at least what I did, जब पसंद आता है तो पल्लू ऐसा ऊपर करके देखते थे. What is that below the पल्लू? The price tag. नहीं ये डिजाइन बरोबर नहीं है, थोड़ा कलर जैसे तो ऐसा नहीं है. So Sunidhi is like that, If this, no. This, yes. This, yes. Okay. Now you think where you can fit or what you can do. But at the same time, she does not rule out. That is the glory of our spiritual path. It does not deny anyone from the opportunity of purification. And this is the glory of Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma is all inclusive. सबको चांस है. Depending upon your psychophysical nature, everybody can participate. So therefore, Sunidhi, like an expert mother, she is presenting all range. What would like to be? Brahma or Swayambhu Manu. But see what they had, what these people have. Brahma also did not have anything because he was the first person to be created. क्या था? No wealth, no position, nothing was there. नहीं, all alone. So your condition is like that, so opt for that. So therefore, by acting in that way, he achieved the greatest success in material happiness. So now, Dhruva may again ask, I don't want any devotion or something, I want material success. वो मिलेगा क्या? Dhruva went to forest not for becoming devotee or for achieving the mercy of the Lord or in the form of bhakti and all that thing. No stuff as such. He just wanted what? Kingdom greater than his great grandfather. So Smriti is saying, don't worry. ये भी मिलेगा और साथ में वो भी मिलेगा, एक के साथ एक फ्री. But the condition is you need to have unflinching faith and devotion. So even if you want material things also, what is spiritual? Even if you have material things also, the condition is common. Matlab, if you are approaching the Supreme Lord, either for material benefits or for spiritual benefits, the point is, principle is clear. What is that? You need to worship Him with full or unflinching faith and devotion. That's the condition. For what? That is a different thing. But how is very clear. So therefore, Smriti may also tell him that see, after you go there, your desires may change or whatever. You may think of something else also. But understand one thing. Whatever you may desire, because Smriti is not knowing in the heart. No? Smriti is not knowing what is going on in the heart. So many things may be churning up in his heart. But, or so many things Dhruva might be wanting. So she is not asking what do you want. What is she saying? How to get it, whatever you want. How to achieve what you want. So what is the condition? Condition is unflinching faith and devotion. So similarly, just to connect it, whichever ashram or varna you select, just like now it is like varnas, you know. Like for Brahma it was like renounced order. But you may say, Hari Babre, Uttam se nahi hoga. We are grahasthas. So whether you are grahastha or whether you are a renounced order, ultimately requirement is same for both. If at all we are desiring to go back to Godhead, the result is same. But the result not. The condition is same. So you cannot say, Baba, I am grahastha. कुछ लीनियंसी है क्या? लीनियंसी है, तपस्या नहीं है. लीनियंसी क्या है? प्राणे रहते दिया वाचा. प्राण नहीं दे सकते तो अर्थ दे दो, पैसा दे दो. I cannot give my full time, I cannot give my body in the service of the Lord. ठीक है, पैसा दे दो. पैसा कमा रहा है बहुत, पैसा डोनेशन दो. वो भी नहीं है तो दिया, अपना दिमाग लगाओ. दिया नहीं तो वो भी नहीं है, दिमाग भी नहीं है, तो क्या करो? वो अच्छा कुछ बोलो, जारदे के तारे कहो, कृष्ण उपदेश, कुछ तो बोलो. बट नो मैटर व्हाट यू डू, whether you give your life or whether you give your money, whether you use your intelligence or whether you offer your words, the baseline condition is what? That should be done with unflinching faith and devotion. If that is not there, then all the ashrams are dangerous. It is not the ashram or the position that is going to give you your desired goal, or neither the means. Nor position nor means is going to achieve your goal. It is what you are doing or how you are utilizing those means or the position to achieve your goal. And what are the means? Unflinching faith and devotion. जो भी करो, पर अगर डिवोशन नहीं है तो सब वेस्ट है. If you don't have devotion and unflinching faith, everything is waste. Then whichever ashram you may be in, or whatever you may do, you may give, $100 billion जो भी देगा तुम, पर डिवोशन नहीं है, फायदा क्या है? So what will happen if you don't have devotion and faith? First of all, you will not achieve the desired goal. And second thing, you will achieve the undesirable. And what is undesirable? A false sense of I am the doer. False ego will creep in. And the whole process of whatever you are doing is for what? To remove that false ego. But our activities, our position and our whatever means, they are nourishing that ego rather than uprooting it. This one has to understand. So what we are doing is not important, but how we are doing, that is very important. Therefore, Krishna does not see what you are doing. What does Krishna see? How you are doing. Therefore, Krishna is called as Bhavagrahi Janardhan. He does not see the things which you are offering him. He sees the bhava in which you are offering it. Similarly, very clear. Yome bhaktya prayashyati. If it is offered with love and devotion, only I will accept it. If that is not there, then it may be chappan bhog or it may be sag. I will reject it. It's not that the Lord does not like chappan bhog. If it is offered with love and devotion, he will accept that also. He will accept that chappan bhog also. It's not that the Lord loves only patram pushpam palam tvayam. No, he loves everything. But more than thing, he loves the way in which it is offered. It should be offered with love and devotion. So Swayambhuva Manu, in spite of being the emperor, in spite of being the king, the Manu, the progenitor of mankind. But in spite of being that, whatever he had, he utilized that in the Lord's service. By performing yaga, by giving charity. But all that was done with, he satisfied and with unflinching faith and devotion, he worshipped and satisfied the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So his wealth, his position was used for what? It was used for worshipping the Lord, satisfying the Lord. So therefore, having position or money is not bad. Or in fact, one should try to have. One should work for it. But provided we are utilizing that in satisfy Krishna. To serve Krishna and to satisfy him. To worship him. Like, classic example is there. Dr. Alva is there. Have you been to his house? You should go to his house once. Next time he will come, we will go. He has more than 400-500 Shaligram Shilas. The paraphernalia of those Shaligram Shilas is worth 9 crores. 9 crores worth paraphernalia. The Shaligrams and the Shaligram paraphernalia is worth 9 crores that is there in that small room of his house. So he makes a lot of money. He makes a lot of money. But what is he using for? Best of everything. Wherever, whatever is best, then that is there for him. He needs to have it. That is his psychology. So therefore, he may sit in a clinic and earn thousands of rupees every day. His days are thousands per day. But what is he utilizing for? For service to the Lord. You go to the house, everything is best. What chandan we may use for 1 month or 3-4 months, that he uses in one day only. For all those Shaligram Shilas, not just ऐसा पत्ते पे लाके चिपकाते नहीं है जैसे ISKCON temples में. It's like मुद्दा ऐसा छोटा गोली इतना गोली हर एक शालिग्राम पे चंदन का. Gold, silver, pearls, everything original. The paraphernalia itself is 9 crores. So therefore, what means is adopting is not important. For what is adopting, that is important. Other people say, अरे क्या डॉक्टर साहब पैसा है इतना क्या उतना क्या ये क्या वो क्या, they may say 100 things about him. But if somebody goes to his home, then he will say, Baba, इसके लिए take it. He may give more. So therefore, Swayambhuva Manu, like a classic grahastha or materialistic person, he is having a lot of money. But what he is using for? Yajnas and charity, and with that yajna and with that charity and with unflinching love and devotion, faith, he is satisfying and worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So therefore, to such people, if grahastha means he wants enjoyment, no? He wants material success. है कि नहीं? नहीं है तो कैसे कमाएगा? गृहस्थ बना क्यों? But that is also available. Krishna best of that also. So the point I will make is, even if you want to achieve material things also, the condition is what? It is not for going back home back to Godhead. You have to be having firm faith and unflinching faith. No. Even to achieve material things also, from the Supreme Lord, you need to have the same unflinching faith and devotion. Now one may say, if I don't have unflinching faith and devotion and I am worshipping the Supreme Lord, तो क्या होगा? What will I achieve? What is the difference?
Still he'll get the benefit, but not the complete benefit, just a part of it.
What do you mean by complete? That is what Prabhupada begins the purport with. Prabhupada begins the purport with that line. What does Prabhupada say? The success of one's life is measured by one's material happiness in this life. So outside people, they are worshipping, no? Are they not worshipping the Supreme Lord? They are worshipping. They are going to Char Dham, they are going to south, they are going to north, they are going to east, west, everywhere they are going. Like all these big industrialists. They are giving so much donation, so much charity, so much distribution, everything. As I said the other day. So what they are getting? Material happiness in this life. Materialistically, they are very successful. So if you don't have unflinching faith and devotion, and without that also if you do, it is not a loss. As Krishna says, there is no loss and diminution in this endeavor. There is no loss, there is no diminution in this endeavor. So therefore it is not loss. But loss क्या है? You will just get one aspect, or one aspect of your life will be successful, or you will achieve one aspect of success. Success का एक part मिलेगा. What is that? Material desires will be fulfilled. This is what happens, you know. If you see all our devotees, they became devotees, and after becoming devotee, you see them. जॉब अच्छा मिलता है, हाइक होता है, अच्छी बीवी, अच्छा बच्चा, अच्छा घर, वीर, ये वो सब material, their material conditions improve. At least that is what my observation is. At least with my boys. Otherwise, to some people who used to feel, अरे बाप रे, लोग कैसे जिएगा, क्या पढ़ाई किए लोग ने? इन लोगों को पढ़ाई को देख लगता था कि इन लोगों को कैसे जिएंगे इन लोग? But still, those boys also, they are in good position, having good salary. Why? Just because they are chanting Hare Krishna. Just because they are, I will not say all the 4 regulative principles, they are following at least some regulative principles. So definitely, they are achieving success in life. And many family members will say, oh, many family members, how they become devotees, you know? Or many people, relatives, they become devotees. क्यों? लोग मंदिर में हरे कृष्ण में गया ना, सब अच्छा था इन लोग का, जॉब अच्छा मिला, बीवी भी अच्छा मिला, बच्चा भी अच्छा हो गया, सब कुछ सेट है इन लोग का, बैंक बैलेंस भी अच्छा है, हम लोग क्या रिक्शा करना चाहिए, हम लोग भी प्रोग्राम का भी होता है, हम भी जब कैसे करने का है कि नहीं. They come, many of them come like that, or many of the parents have become devotees like that, favorable. क्यों? क्योंकि बच्चा मटेरियली एडवांस कर रहा है. So it is not that is a sign of devotion. That is a sign of simply executing those activities without devotion or not up to that. Faith is there, devotion is there, but not unflinching. It is not ananya bhav. It is not ananyas chintayanto. Again, it is not like that. It is not completely dependent. Like Prabhupada writes in a purport, ananya bhak, or here ekamatya word is used. Ekamatya है क्या? With single focus concentration. ऐसा नहीं है. So that when the same thing is done with ananya bhak and with ekamatya, focusing on the Lord without deviation, Prabhupada writes, concentrating one's mind on the Lord without deviation. With that bhav, when you do what you are doing, and that should come actually with the progress of time. You may take a detour. By entering Grahastha Ashram, you may take a detour. But again, you should understand that again you have to come back to highway. If you go to Hyderabad from here by bus, after every 1 hour, the bus will go inside from the main express highway. You go to Kamareddy first, then second it will go to क्या इसका तेरा गाँव कौन सा है? तेरा हस्बैंड का गाँव वो है हाँ? Again it says that then Tupran, then Biknur, then फिर बाद में ये आएगा Ramyampet. They go inside the villages. But do they just move around there? Again it will go, and again it has to come back on the highway. कौन सा? एक्सप्रेस बस. बट सुपर लग्जरी और डिलक्स किधर घुसता नहीं है. राजधानी गरुड़ा घुसता नहीं किधर 3 घंटे में हैदराबाद और ये 6 घंटे में. क्यों? डाइवर्ट मार रहा है. So Rina was ordered like Garuda and राजधानी और बाकी आश्रम एक्सप्रेस है. बस ही होगी, पहुंचाएगा, पर टूर मार के फिर बीच में किधर हर डिपो पे थोड़ा चाय पिएगा, उधर हो गया 6 घंटा. बट नो मैटर, कुछ भी हो, अगेन दे हैव टू कम बैक. सो देयरफॉर इट इज नॉट दैट आई बिकम अ गृहस्था, तो अभी मेरे को आ रहा है, कोई टेंशन नहीं मांगता, खा सकता है, नाके पे वड़ा पाव खा के आ जाओ, हाँ उधर फिर दूसरे टपरी पे सैंडविच खा के आ जाओ. नहीं पूछने का मेन्यू ऑफ द गृहस्थ दे नो कौन सा सैंडविच, कौन सा बटाटा वड़ा किधर बिना होने का बनता है, या फिर उसको बोलेगा जैन सैंडविच बनाना. दैट फेलो विद दैट सेम नाइफ ही हैज कट द ऑनियन, और वही नाइफ से तुमको ककड़ी काट के तुम्हारा जैन सैंडविच बना के देगा. वही चमचे से उसने वो चटनी में डाला, वही चमचे से घुसा देगा. खाली क्या है, लाइक मेनी पीपल से हम लोग कांदा लहसुन नहीं खाते हैं, तो यूज़ नहीं करते घर पे. नहीं यूज़ करते हैं, पर जब सब्जी में आता है ना सब निकाल के फेंक देते बाजू में. सब्जी से निकाल के फेंक देते हैं, घर वाला खाता है पर मैं नहीं खाता. आई रिमेंबर द फर्स्ट टाइम माई फर्स्ट इंटरेक्शन विथ गौरंग प्रभु. इट वॉज माई बर्थडे. आई वेंट इन May, 3rd May, and then in August my birthday came. तो मैं सर एज यूजुअल नए लोग थे ना, टेम्पल में सोने करके, तो मैं भी गया टेम्पल में सोता करे, रात भर नींद नहीं आए टेम्पल वाले. सो नेक्स्ट डे गौरंग प्रभु क्लास में सोने के बाद बोले हाँ फिर क्या कर रहा है, कैसे गया, फिर बर्थडे करके, हाँ फिर पार्टी देते कि नहीं करके. सोचो आई सच फुलिश फेलो, इतना गेड़ा भगत है. हाँ बोलो चलो मेरे घर पे चलो ना, खिला दो करके. मुझे घर पे टाइम नहीं है, इधर हिंदमाता चल, हिंदमाता ना ताड़ दो. सो ना थोड़े सेंस होना चाहिए ना. उनको बस में लेके गया मैं 64 नंबर का बस पकड़ के। एंड ये ऑल्सो इफ यू हैव टू टेल मी टैक्सी, आई हैव वन टैक्सी, मैं चल बस पकड़, बस में गए। और बस में आते हिंद माता में कैसे देयर इज इनर लॉबीज देयर, अंदर सेक्शन डिवोटी सेक्शन, बाहर सब मिलता है कांदा लहसुन, पर अंदर डिवोटीज के लिए अलग सेक्शन है। तो गौरव प्रभु हम लोग गए बैठ गए से, तो गौरव प्रभु बोले क्या खाएगा, बोला प्रभु जी आप क्या खाएंगे, आप ऑर्डर करो, आपका चॉइस। देन ही ऑर्डर मसाला डोसा विथ सांबार चटनी। सेट मदन मोहन प्रभु जी के बैठे एंड फिर प्रभु जी आप नहीं मैं जूस पिएगा, ऑरेंज जूस करके, मौसमी जूस। बोला ठीक है, ये डोसा भी ऑर्डर किया था। तो जैसे ऑर्डर आ गया तो गरम प्रोडी डिड और सांभर में उंगली घुमाया वाटी में, और जैसे उंगली घुमाया हाथ में कांदा आया। दिस डिनर रूम छोटा वाला मैं गौरव प्रभु बस पेमेंट में बुला इधर बुला करके। तो मदन मोहन प्रभु अरे क्या प्रभु जी क्या कांदा नहीं नहीं शायद बाहर का आ गया लगता है। और बाहर का सांभर दिया लगता है अंदर करके, फिर एक्सचेंज करके फिर दूसरा सांभर लगे थे। सो मेनी पीपल लाइक दैट, घर में हम खाते हैं मतलब बनता है पर हम नहीं खाते, कैसे कांदा निकाल बाहर फेंक दिया। दैट इज ड्रॉबैक्स ऑफ गृहस्थ आश्रम। इधर क्या मिलेगा, तिवारी में क्या बिना कांदा लहसुन का क्या मिलता है, समोसा क्या कचौरी सब मिलता है,
कांदा लहसुन
हाँ
नहीं रहता,
ऐसा लगता है। मतलब मेजॉरिटी ऑफ देम नो कौन से स्टेशन पे क्या स्पेशलिटी है, किधर नहीं मिलता करके। बोलने के लिए क्या हम लोग कांदा लहसुन नहीं खाते, पर कौन बनाया कैसे बनाया कौन से कढ़ाई में है कि नहीं। वही कढ़ाई में कांदा भाजी निकाला, दूसरे कढ़ाई में बड़ा भाजी निकाला। लाइक आई हैड माई फ्रेंड, आई हैव स्टिल माई फ्रेंड, वो जब भी मेरे घर पे आता था अरे भजी खिलाना भजी खिलाना भजी खिलाना करके, मेरे से सीनियर है कड्डी वाला पहन के। मैं बोलता कांदा भाजी मत, वो बड़ा भाजी खिलाना। तो मैं मेरे घर के भाजी स्टॉल था ना, खिलाता था उसको खा करके। तो मेरी माँ मेरे में चिल्लाती थी, तू क्या अपने आप को तो डिवोटी समझते है क्या, वो नहीं है क्या डिवोटी, वो कैसे खाता है, तू क्यों नहीं खाता है। मैं बोला वो देखता नहीं उसके लिए खा रहा हो, उसको पता नहीं है कि वही बेसन में उसने आलू का वड़ा डाल दिया जिसमें कि लहसुन कांदा है, वही कढ़ाई से फ्राई करके निकाला, उसको पता नहीं उसको बटाटा भजी खाने का, खाली बटाटा देख रहा है भजी देख रहा है, पता ना कौन।
एकादशी प्रभु जी what is it sabudana vada in same oil he has done butter.
That's what ना क्या खाना प्रभु जी क्या खाएंगे आप, एक आज एकादशी है ना, थोड़ा एक साथ एक प्लेट साबुदाना वड़ा लेके आना, पर कौन सा तेल जिसमें आलू वड़ा फ्राई किया भजी फ्राई किया। These are the drawbacks of गृहस्थ आश्रम। गृहस्थ आश्रम का आलू ब्रह्मचर्य आश्रम भी है, सीसी कैमरे पे से डाल देने का टॉवेल, गोविंदा रेस्टोरेंट से ऑर्डर करने का, पर किधर खाएगा, जैसे वो सीसी कैमरा है। एक बार क्या हुआ फिर दो ब्रह्मचर्य क्या किया, वो गमछा लेके सीसी कैमरे पे डाल देता टक्कर, दिखना नहीं चाहिए। So the point is, we are performing devotion or we are on the path of devotion, but is our devotion unflinching? No, definitely it's not. But as we are passing time, what should happen? Our tender faith should convert into nishtha, firm faith. Adau Shraddha Tata Sadhu Sangha Bhajan Kriya Anartha Nivritti, and then what comes? Nishtha. So Shraddha is komal, soft. So we are all on the platform of Shraddha now. And with that Shraddha we have come in the association of sadhus, devotees, and we are chanting Hare Krishna, Anartha Nivritti is going on. But how will you understand whether Anartha Nivritti has gone or not, or is going or not, or how much it has gone? जैसे मोबाइल में अपलोड करते वीडियो दिखाता होगा टू टू इतना अपलोड हुआ करके, दिस मच आउट ऑफ दिस मच, पर भक्ति का अनर्थ निवृत्ति का कैसे दिखाएगा? हाउ मच आवर कोमल श्रद्धा इज ट्रांसफॉर्म टू फॉर्म फेथ निष्ठा, एंड दैट निष्ठा आफ्टर दैट विल गिव रुचि, एंड आफ्टर रुचि, once you get ruchi, you get to a stage of asakti. बिकॉज यू कैनॉट गेट अटैच टू समथिंग विदाउट गेटिंग टेस्ट, है कि नहीं? जब तक टेस्ट नहीं लगेगा तो आसक्त होगा क्या? नहीं. एंड देन दैट आसक्ति विल ट्रांसफॉर्म इनटू भाव एंड भाव टू प्रेम. So therefore, as we are spending time, we should work on this, that how much is my taste increasing. But taste is dependent on what? Nishtha. And from taste comes asakti. So therefore, Suniti is very expertly presenting. So therefore, for devotees, if somebody is doing something, he will get material success. But if he is doing with and without, if without, then only material success. Whichever ashram may be. In Grahastha ashram, then is, office में पोजीशन बढ़ेगा, अच्छा जॉब, अच्छा घर, अच्छा ये, अच्छा वो, सब कुछ हो जाएगा. For devotee, for in a renounced order, he also serving, but it is not unflinching. So what will happen? धनम जनम सुंदरी सब आ जाएगा. That is also success, no? And that is how the sad part of it is, people judge purity based on this. How much janas you are able to attract, how many followers you have, how many this you have, how many that you have. Based on this we judge that is very pure devotee. How nicely you are able to play musical instrument, how nicely able to sing, how nicely able to speak. They are all material things. Please understand. They are all material successes. It is not purity all in all. अनूप जलोटा बैठ के दारू पी के भजन गाता है, लोग रोते हैं, क्या बोलेगा उसको? सब प्यूरिटी. एक बार हुआ ना ऐसे ही, सीनियर को पूछो, भारतीय विद्या भवन में अनूप जलोटा का प्रोग्राम था, भजन संध्या. तो बहुत सारे अपने डिवोटीज लोग गए सुनते करके, क्यों कृष्ण भजन गाता है. तो कुछ डिवोटीज अपने ब्रह्मचारी लोग लेट गए, शो चालू होता, हॉल में अंधेरा था. उन लोग रास्ता चूक गया और पीछे से गए हम लोग, जहाँ पे आर्टिस्ट लोग रहते हैं, मेकअप रूम है सब उधर. और जाके क्या देख रहे हैं हम लोग, इसी अंदर आ रहे थे, भाई साहब अपना पूरा टेबल सजा के बैठे थे, ग्लास बॉटल सब स्टार्टर्स. भजन चालू से पहले पी के फिर वो रो रहा है, वो ऐसी लागी लगन, लागी की लगी ही चढ़ी, मीरा हो गई मगन, मीरा मगन हो गई, तू मगन हो गया. और वो सुनकर सुनने वाले हाय हाय क्या गा रहा है, उन लोग रोते थे. तो उनका वो गाने वाला भी रो रहा है दारू पी के, और इन लोग रो के बाद दारू पिएंगे जाके. They will cry in the hall. That fellow is crying after drinking, and these people drink after crying. So is it purity? It's not purity. It is simply material, karmic fruits which they are reaping. Janma Ishwarya Shruti Shri. सिर्फ उतना ही और कुछ नहीं. So as from unflinching to flinching, when you start your journey from unflinching to flinching, and that is your focus, that let my devotion become unflinching, then what happens? Along with this material success, you also start getting, as Prabhupada writing that purport, the success of one's life is measured by one's material happiness in this life and liberation in the next. Liberation in the next. तो बोलेगा लिबरेशन इन द नेक्स्ट, तो अभी कैसे पता चलेगा? Who will understand whether you are getting liberated or not? How will you understand that? आदमी लिबरेट हुआ कि नहीं हुआ कैसे पता चलेगा? मरने के बाद बोलतो ना मेल्याशिवाय स्वर्ग दिसत नाही. कोई आके बोलेगा ये मैं लिबरेट हो गया, लिबरेट कोई आके बोलेगा क्या? जो ड्यूटी गया बोलेगा अरे प्रभु मैं लिबरेट हो गया. वो आके बोलेगा नहीं, और बोला भी तो तू सुनने लायक देखने लायक नहीं रहेगा. देख नहीं सकते, सुन नहीं सकते. सो आई विल कम नो whether person is on the path of material liberation or not. What is the judging factors? Prabhupada once when he was in Juhu, I think Tamal Krishna Maharaj, Giriraj Maharaj, at midnight, Prabhupada called up, I think both of, I don't know exact name, one of them, he called them up. And Prabhupada saying, I am not able to sleep. I am not able to sleep. And then Prabhupada said, I am not able to eat because Prabhupada was very sick. For many months he was not eating in the final days in Mumbai, the last trip of Mumbai. And Prabhupada says, I am not able to eat. I am not feeling hungry only. I am not able to now sleep also. But defending, I gave up long back. And meeting, zamana beet gaya. So Prabhupada said, I feel I am getting liberated. So what is liberation?
Detachment.
From what?
Bodily needs.
What are the bodily needs? Ahar, nidra, bhaya and mithun. Eating, sleeping, mating and defending. How much are you getting freed from those? Or how much are you able to overcome those requirements of the body? That is liberation. So ये मतलब नहीं कि जो आदमी लिबरेट हो खाता पीता नहीं है, उसका खाना और हमारे खाने में बहुत फर्क है. But if Prabhupada is eating, if you see Prabhupada's video, that whole big plate, silver plate and silver balls are bhar ke and Prabhupada is eating, that means he is not liberated or what? First of all, such liberated souls, they eat just to maintain the body and soul together so that they can execute their service to Krishna. And second thing is, even if they are eating is just honoring Krishna Prasad. They are seeing it as Krishna and therefore they relish it. So how much have we become free or overcome the desires? For at least we should begin with eating and sleeping is required, but at least from defending and mating. How much are you fully conscious of your own self and depending on things and people of this world and thinking that they will protect you? And how much are you making arrangements for your own protection, sustenance? Or are you saying, ठीक है जितना है ना उतना भगवान देख लेंगे, वो बाहर है क्या? रक्षति विश्वासो. The Lord is going to nourish. Bhokte tiptate. Or at least from sex life. So how much are we overcoming that? And it is not just forcefully voluntary. नहीं मैं कुछ नहीं करूँगा, मैं ये नहीं करूँगा, मैं वो नहीं करूँगा. No. It should be natural. How much does husband and wife, after a period of time, they become like brother and sister? They are staying as husband and wife. They are living. They may appear as husband and wife, but their relationship is like brother and sister. It's not that you have to force yourself from these allurements. That should become natural. That is liberation. And that will achieve only if you have ananya bhag. Anya यानी अन्य यानी बाहर के लोग, और कोई नहीं. Or when our devotion is unflinching. Ananya shintentu mam ye jana pariyupasate तेषां नित्याभियुक्तानां योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम्. I will protect what you have and I will carry what you lack. These are Krishna's words. So therefore, Sunit is telling, he engaged in unflinching faith, so you also do that. So in fact, in other ways, if you understand, Sunit is also telling that you go to forest, perform tapasya, but do it. He did, so you also do it. Indirectly, उसने ऐसा किया मतलब क्या? तुझं ना तो बघ त्यांनी काय केलं, तो फर्स्ट कसा आला, तो दिवसात 8 तास अभ्यास करत होता. सो व्हॉट डज इट मीन व्हेन मदर सेज लाईक दॅट? तुला जर पास व्हायचं असेल, तुला फर्स्ट यायचं असेल, तू पण 8 तास अभ्यास कर. सो मदर इज नॉट टेलिंग इट डायरेक्टली, बट समझदार को इशारा काफ़ी है. चाय है, काफ़ी है, चाय नहीं. सो देयरफॉर सुनील इज वेरी क्लियर. बाबा जब जा रहा है, जब कर ही रहे तपस्या, बट एड अलॉन्ग विद दैट व्हाट? Unflinching faith and devotion. What will happen? So along with material success, you'll also get liberation. That should be the parents' focus. Children should be raised in such a way that they become materially successful, and when they leave their body, they achieve liberation also. That is how values, or those values should be imparted to the children. That is how their life should be designed. It is not that don't achieve material success. No, achieve material success. पढ़ाओ उनको, पढ़ाओ लिखाओ, नंबर 1 बनाओ दुनिया में. But at the same time, raise them in devotion also. And that is what Prabhupada is speaking here. That which is impossible to obtain from any other source is also mentioned here. That means Ananya Bhag. Other source refers to worship of demigod. It is especially stressed here that the opulence of Manu was due to his undeviating faithfulness in the transcendent service of the Lord. Undeviating. He did not take shelter of anyone else. He just took shelter of Krishna. So that is how children should be raised as soon as he is raising here. Then, as Chanakya Pandit says, that, what is that? Chanakya Pandit, Bhagavatam ka verse hai na. Pitrun sasyat, guru na sasyat. Don't become a father, don't become a king, don't become a guru if you are not able to. No, if you are not able to take your dependence or liberate your dependence from the cycle of birth and death. So the ultimate aspect of parenting is what? Not just giving material things or raising them, making them materially successful. Make them materially successful. They should become good dancers, good speakers, good professionals, good everything. But at the same time, see to it that they have unflinching devotion in the Lord, so that with that unflinching devotion, but basically what? At home, you give them unflinching devotion. With that, what will happen? They will become materially also successful, or when they leave this body, they will get liberated also. So therefore, ultimately, parenting means what? Ultimate parenting means training them in unflinching devotional service. You will take care of both the things. Material success as well as spiritual success. That is liberation. That is how devotional service should be performed. Or that is how everything should be raised. Every relationship should be raised. So that ultimately they become materially successful and also they get liberated. So this is Suniti's evidences from Brahma to Swayambhu Manu, presenting all range of options for Dhruva to select. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna Prabhupada ki jai. Any questions?